Okay, greetings patriots, Starseeds light workers, and of course our very brave military. Welcome to 1776 United, and we're in a worldwide galactic revolution. I'm Alex West, and I just want to inform everybody and bring it to everybody's attention that because we're going into this new world, we're going to have new conditions and new rules that we're going to have to live by. Rules that are made up for yourself. You're going to have to, self-govern yourself, right? And what I mean by that is, I've jotted some things down and set forth things that I believe that we should be practicing. Okay, number one, keep your guns, keep all your ammo, and then start stacking more. Okay, you can never trust anything out there anymore. I mean, look at Dearborn, Michigan. What's going on there? And I'm going to tell you something right now. If North America, Canadians and Americans, did not have guns, we would be looking just like downtown London or downtown Paris at this point. All our cities would be ravaged by the jihadis wanting to take over. And I also want to say that the Democrat, and I want to add to this because the Democrats have been nothing but synonymous and attached to communism along as jihadism, okay? And they are enemies of the state, enemies, they're not even domestic enemies, they're combatants. And they try to foil you and fool you by saying that they're some kind of opposition politician. They're not. They're invaders, just as much as the jihadis are that are coming in, that are military age, wanting to take you out and use your children as slaves. And you can see this trying to being occupied right now in many parts, or not a few parts of the United States right now. So that's why I say it would be a lot worse if we never had, any guns or ammo. Stop giving money online. Absolutely a must. You all have to stop sending money online. That is a tactic, and I'll bet you everybody's lost money online, okay, at one time or another. So what you're doing, all you're doing is supplying the enemy with more of your money, and if you cut them off, then it weakens them to a point where they have to move on and find other ways to steal their money. Stop giving money to churches. This is very, very important. All churches and any type of synagogue, any type of temple, it's all been put together there by man. You want to talk to God, sit down, get into a nice quiet spot, get into the forest, and look up and talk to your God. Okay? Talk to Yeshua. Anything you want. You yourself in here is the spirit guide. You make your decision doing whatever you want to do, and you have that connection. There should be no mediator in there to show you or tell you how to speak to God. That comes from you. Okay? Stop thinking that the banks are a safe place for your money. They're not. They've been using you since birth. They've been using your family's money since their births. Your father and your father's father before that. It's all been, for 161 years, the banks, central banks have been stealing your money. And it's time to start make sense, and by using your own money for your own purposes. It's your responsibility, money that you make. You can use a bank, have a bank account for cashing your checks, and that's it. That's all it should be done for at that point. And I'm telling you, I mean, people say, well, what do we do with our money? Well, you figure it out. Figure it out. Go hide it in spot. A good hiding place is as good as a safe. Okay? Stop believing in corporations and governments. banks, grocery stores, hospitals, big box stores that think they can supply you with all the food that you need, and yet they're poisoning you. Why are you allowing that? Why are you giving up your physical health just because it's a convenience? I don't get that. Why don't why do you think I'm in the Philippines? I know I'm why? Because I've made huge choices in my life to live in a different way, in a sense of freedom, and but not have be enslaved by grocery stores that feed us poison. I'm done with it, right? I know the fruits and vegetables and the fish and the chicken and whatever I buy here, all the product here is pure. I know it because I feel it, okay? And sometimes we have to make those harsh decisions. Not everybody wants to move to other countries, but you can go to Italy and buy bread that will not have GMO in it, and it's extremely good for you. There is bread there that's basically the 5 or 7 grains what Jesus had, what Yeshua had, that is a very, very extremely healthy bread, and they make that in the old country. They will not make it in North America. Maybe it is time for you to start thinking about if nothing else, take a vacation and for the winter. I know a lot of people don't have any money. Okay, well, at least you can change things by stop your habits, by moving your habits around and looking and maybe working a little bit harder to maybe work off the buy off the Hutterites, buy off the Amish, buy off the other farmers that are out there. It's okay to go knock on their door and say, do you have any food that you like to sell, or any canned goods and stuff like that you like to sell? Because they know that the stuff that they have, that their product, no matter where you are, it's certainly a lot better than what they've been manufacturing. As far as all the poisons that are in the food, is it getting cleaned up? Is it getting cleaned off the shelves? I don't know. I still see a lot of it on the shelves. I mean, the administration in the United States is doing a fine job inside the United States, but what's going on in Canada? What's going on in Europe? There's still a lot of poisons out there, and you got to start taking care of yourself. Okay, stop believing in priests and imams, Buddhas, and all this other stuff. Why do you need them to speak to God? Why are you giving money into the church that has done nothing for you? You're just giving them money to make them rich. They preach all this, stuff to you, thinking that there's some kind of conduit between you and God, which is absolutely fake. They're trying to they're not dictating, but they're preaching to you about how you should live, and yet they're doing some very devious things in behind closed doors. Stop following them. Stop everything. You are a being, a sovereign being made in the image of God. You have powers and capability of speaking to your source directly. You can go into the forest and do that. They do a lot of nice talk, maybe talk from the Bible and all these other things. How do you know that Bible that they're reading from was actually in the old text, something that was written in the old scriptures? How do we know that? Where's the proof? Believe only in your feelings by always asking yourself first before you go ahead and do something. That's why I said, just because you want something and it's easy to obtain through online or through a easy banking system or whatever, don't think it's going to be safe. It's not. Stop trusting doctors and hospitals, because they're not there to help you. They're only there to mask over your illness or whatever it may be. All the holistic medicines in the world that God has presented on this planet is here for you, here now. Okay? You just have to look for it. Yes, things are a little bit more inconvenient, but at least when you do get to know what your right product is to heal yourself, you know it's going to be safe for you to take. Stop trusting the cops and all the justice systems and the high courts and the the mid-level courts and even the small claims courts, because they're never on your side. They're going to treat you, and they're going to basically treat you like a dead entity and operate through your trust straw man, and you never win. The minute you go into court and you identify yourself as what is on your ID, you've already lost the case. Okay? Stop trying to convince others. Okay? Stop trying to convince others that that what you resonate with. It's not working. It will not resonate. What resonates for you will not resonate for them. Okay? Yeah, we got a storm here. Yeah, but it's a beautiful storm. Keeps everything cool. It's still 25 degrees. Stop trying to telling people your secrets or your plans. Loose lips sink your ships. Okay? Build your world that suits you. Doesn't suit everybody. It suits you. Start thinking about yourself. Start having a bank account. Stop these joint accounts with other people, no matter if they're brother, sister, or husband or wife. The money that you make is your money. You know, you're creating yourself a headache by having joint accounts or some kind of an incorporation. If you're a corporation, then you're going to get sucked into their system. Okay? Do unto others as they do unto you. They're going to shoot, you shoot back. That's the way it is. They're going to be kind to you, you can be kind back. I know it's very, very difficult right now, but we're living in very, very uncertain times, and this transformation right now, that going from the dark world that we lived in, the dark enslaved world that we live in, we're going to go into the new. Okay? We're going to go into the new, but along with that, we have to move forward cautiously. And like I said, with that being said, I got to go have lunch and enjoy my my wholesome, organic foods. All right. So I wish everybody the best. Okay. I'll try to always come on, and like I said, it's very, very difficult. I can only come on when I got the energy, because like I said, I'm still not basically stabilized from all the traveling that I've been doing. All right. Okay. Take care. I love you all. We'll see you on the next one.